सच स्टोर में एक सेल एसोसिएट हूँ। और इससे पहले मैं एक्चुअली छोटे मोटे जॉब मैं करती थी। एक फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने कॉल सेंटर में जॉब किया था 6 मंथ। वहाँ मुझे ठीक लगा, लेकिन मैं बहुत परेशान रहती थी कि वहाँ मुझे कुछ सीखने में नहीं मिलता था, कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगता था।
पहले से अच्छी दिखने लगी है, थोड़ा अपने ऊपर ध्यान देने लगी है, थोड़ा उसके अंदर समझदारी है।
तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया रिटेलिंग होता है क्या। मेहंदी मालूम है, सिलाई मालूम है, लेकिन रिटेलिंग क्या है करके।
हमारे घर में क्या है ना, बहुत से बेटे लोगों को बोलते हैं ज़्यादा उनको दहेज लगता है, ज़्यादा खर्चा लगता है, वो बोझ है। उसके पापा भी बहुत लोग उल्टा सीधा बोलते हैं, लेकिन मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है।
We realize that the urban centers need a different set of skill development, and retail is one of the most growing industries.
People are poor because they don't have an income. They don't have an income because they don't have a job, or they don't have a job which is well paying. So by helping someone to get a job and to get a job that is well paying is bringing additional income into the family. If income is coming into the family, obviously the status of the family is going up and the issue of poverty is being tackled. So we see employment generation or linking people to employment as one of the key strategies for development in the underprivileged. See, in Mumbai itself, we are working in roughly 40 bastis, what we call the slum communities. And for this, we have got our program assistants, what we normally call the field workers, the social workers who go into the field. So we have 6 full-time field workers who go to the various slums and they meet the young people. So they already are familiar with the youth. As I said earlier, the program is about 2 months duration. So every alternate month we begin a new batch, and the rough batch size is around 25 students to a maximum of 30 students. Now during these 2 months, it is an intensive kind of a training, right from 9:30 to 5:30 in the evening. And during this daily time, which is a Monday to Saturday program, we broadly cover 4 aspects. The first is what we call life skills. That means the entire personality grooming that happens. Second is we give them English conversational skills. Because if you want to climb the ladder today, you have to learn English. And many of these youngsters coming from the slums, though they are fluent in Marathi, Hindi or other vernacular languages, they can't speak English. So we give them conversational skills in English. Third is we also give them basic skills in computers. Because you must remember that most of these youngsters, they have studied in municipal schools or other low income schools. So they really are not familiar with the computer. So we give them computer skills. And the fourth is job related skills. So in this, retail plays a very huge part. So through Trend, through Saksham, in the first place, the trainers who actually train these kids in retail skills, the trainers are trained first by Trend. Second, the entire syllabus that we follow is given to us by Trend. Then Trend also organizes guest lecturers who come here and give a lecture, say once a week, once in 2 weeks, depending on the need. Besides that, we also do exposure visits to Trend outlets, like they go to West Side or to the other places. So the entire batch is taken, they are given to understand how it works. Then at the end of the course, at the end of the 2 months, the assessment of the students is again done by an assessor who is sent by Trend. The last part of the entire training is a 1 week to 10 days internship where the entire batch goes to one of the Trend outlets and actually works there for a week or works there for 10 days.
What we do is, every time a batch passes out from Saksham, let's say there's a batch which passes out from Saksham in Kalyan, then we ask some of those people to come and spend a few days in our store. Okay? And as they spend the time in the store, we evaluate how they're performing.
My role comes in assessment of the students after their training of nearly 2 months. Well, assessment will only check the capabilities and whether students have learned. We have taught doesn't mean they have learned. So we must check whether they have learned or not, and somebody has to check the learning capacity or learning capability. And based on this test, which we take written test as well as their Viva group play, we rank them in different grades.
मैं रोज़ मैम से मिली, मनीष सर से मिली, उन्होंने मुझे सारा डिटेल बताया। रिटेलिंग मतलब क्या? रिटेलिंग मतलब कस्टमर सर्विस। मतलब कैसी कस्टमर सर्विस? मतलब जैसा हम लोग कस्टमर को अटेंड करते हैं, कस्टमर को बताते हैं, उनके बेनिफिट बताते हैं, वो सर्विस। मैंने कहा स्टोर में नहीं, मॉल के अंदर। मैं खुश हो गई, चलो कुछ तो अच्छा जॉब मिला। तो फिर मैंने क्लासेस ज्वाइन किया। तो क्लासेस में हम लोग को बहुत बार विजिट पे लेके गए। तो विजिट पे हम लोग ने देखा कि मॉल के अंदर कैसे रहते हैं लोग, कैसे बात करते हैं, कैसे कस्टमर को अटेंड करते हैं, वहाँ के लोगों का बर्ताव, वहाँ का माहौल मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। तो फिर मैंने भी सोच लिया मैं क्लासेस में अच्छे मार्क्स लाऊंगी और मैं भी इसी स्टोर में जाके जॉब करूँगी करके। फिर क्लासेस में हमें मनीष सर ने हमें बहुत सारा पढ़ाया, बहुत सारे वहाँ के बारे में बताया, वहाँ होता क्या है, कस्टमर सर्विस होती क्या है, हम लोग ने सीखा और मुझे बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स भी मिले। मुझे ओ ग्रेड मिला, यानी आउटस्टैंडिंग।
The meaning of Saksham is capable, and purpose of taking this initiative is making our underprivileged youth in the country capable of taking care of their life, okay, taking care of their career, and this model enhances their capability.
Looking at the Indian market, there's a wonderful opportunity for retail. If you look at it from the consumer side, you find that there's a humongous propensity to spend, to go into malls, to go into shopping centers. Then you see the proliferation of the different kinds of formats, so be it supermarkets, hypermarkets, food and grocery, apparel, specialty retail, which we are a part of, for example, Landmark. So you find that there's a proliferation of formats. Then you have the huge growth story of both the domestic players who are expanding as also the international players who are coming in. The mall developer is developing a large number of malls, then even going into the secondary and the tertiary towns. So all in all, in the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years, we see a great opportunity for retail, and within that organized retail to grow significantly.
If I were to look at it from the dual purpose of being able to establish a strong business in whichever town, city, locality that I open a store in, then I think it's important for the store to not just be a commercial establishment, but to be in some sense involved in a bigger manner in the community around it. So, which automatically means that when you're looking at the people who live in the community surrounding the store, if we were to develop a bigger bond than just a pure commercial transaction, then we are probably building a stronger base for ourselves as a business in the longer term.
As a part of this guest lecture, there were a couple of topics that were covered that would help them while attending an interview, including grooming, basically personal grooming, greeting, body language, etc. Also, in fact, to make the entire session that we had more interactive, we also had a couple of mock interviews conducted wherein they had an opportunity to see the difference of being prepared and then going for the interview.
Saksham was having a felicitation program at Don Bosco School. It was a felicitation because the students who had participated in the 2-month retail education program were graduating and they were going to get their certificates. And it was a wonderful experience because I met them and I also met the new batch that was joining. We had some amazing students out there who had done very well. They were, specially given prizes and certificates for the role plays and all the different kind of things that they were doing.
पहले तो मम्मी बहुत डांटती थी कि सुबह जाती है शाम में आती है, क्या रिटेलिंग मतलब क्या है, तू करती क्या है काम। मुझे बहुत बार डांटा भी, जॉब करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। मैंने फिर उन्हें बताया मम्मी वहाँ पे मैं आज ये करी, आज वो करी, आज मैंने ये सीखा, आज मुझे ये इन्होंने अच्छा बोला, आज मैंने बिलिंग पे ये अच्छा काम किया, मुझे मैनेजर ने इतना अच्छा बोला। तो मम्मी भी देख के खुश हो गई थी, मेरी बेटी जहाँ तू जा रही वहाँ पे खुश है तो फिर मुझे प्रॉब्लम नहीं। तो अभी मम्मी मुझे डांटती नहीं है बल्कि मेरा ख्याल रखती है और मुझे जल्दी उठाती भी है जाने के लिए, जल्दी जॉब पे जा और जल्दी